the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are here at Texas Motor Speedway for what is going to be 167 laps, 250 miles of great racing action, brought to us by the AMA Pro Cup Esports Series, Ohio and Indiana Roofing being our title sponsor. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and I hope you all are ready for what will be, oh man, words don't describe how excited I get for these kinds of races I get to do it week in and week out with this AMA Pro Cup Sports Series. And right now we have just a few drivers out practicing. We're looking at just about 2 minutes left in warm-up. Little few things to note here with the AMA Pro Cup Sports Series presented by Ohio and Indiana Roofing. There are just 3 races left in the regular season. One of those races happening tonight. And next week they will have a double header on Wednesday and Thursday. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts, we will not be able to bring the Wednesday race that takes place at Dover, but can bring you next Thursday, September 26th, as the drivers head into the final race at Myrtle Beach for 200 laps. So make sure you set your calendars for that event. We lock in our 14 driver field for our playoffs, chase, whatever you want to call it, and narrow that field down to 14 drivers. Final race is at Myrtle Beach. Now, speaking of our final 14 drivers, there is a lot of racing to get through before we get to that final race. But there is so many different point situations going on. In fact, we currently have a 2-way tie for drivers in 12th place, Cade Green and Tyler Hilton. Tied for 12th place, Joshua Spalding sitting in 14th spot, only 16 points behind Cade Green. And Troy Radford in 15th place, only 1 point behind Spalding. All of that being said, that means this driving is going to be so close. Our points battle is very close right now as the session draws a close. Get ready for qualifying. So every point really starting to matter, especially for our drivers who are on the outside looking in. All of our race winners are already inside the top 6 point spots in points. Oh man, I'm gonna spit it out here in a minute. With all of our race winners already inside the top 14, if someone were to pick up a race win that was outside of the top 14, that will change how our drivers kind of approach next few races, especially the ones trying to make it in on points. So yeah, we're going to be watching that very closely. Qualifying kicks off. Aaron Bruce in the 27 out on track. That 27 machine. And then Dirty South Racing. Trying to get a good run down the straightaway here. Is on his first time lap. See, most of these guys make laps. For Darren Bruce on his first lap. First one to complete a lap. On top of the speed charts. Everyone else now has a time to aim for. If Darren Bruce hold on to that top spot, can he improve on his second lap here as he comes around 3 and 4 up onto the front stretch here, trying to make that straightaway as short as possible? Across the line, he is going to go there. And Bruce with a 29.126 does go faster that second time around. Doug Johnson moving into second place as more drivers now starting to log some qualifying lap times. 25 of Ricky All-Star Harden out on track. Ricky gonna run the high side for the moment here. Try and warm up the tires, burn off a little bit of fuel. I want to give a shout out and thank you all of you joining me in YouTube chat. How you doing, Miss Linda? Hope you have a nice evening. Thank you for joining us, as always. Ricky's down there. Dustin King in the one machine rolling out on track. Not very many drivers in a hurry to participate in qualifying. Was not a mad scramble to get out on the track. 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Right now he is in 4th place. Fuller working his way onto the front stretch. Final lap for him. 29.141, gonna move him up into second place. Darren Bruce still sitting on top of the leaderboard for this qualifying session. With that said, guys, we're gonna step away for our national anthem. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the drivers are starting to take to the grid. That means it is time to go through our AMA Pro Cup Esports Series presented by Ohio and Indiana Roofing. Starting lineup. Row number 1 going to be made up of the 27 of Darren Bruce, 03 Kenneth McCullough. Row 2 will be the 21 of Stephen Carey and the 1 machine of Dustin Ping. Row 3 will be the 3 of Doug Johnson and the 9 machine of Zach Taylor. Row 4 will be the 25 of Ricky All-Star Harden and the 42 of Chris McCullough. Row 5 will be the 86 of Jerry West, the 48 of Josh Spalding. Row 6 will be the 94 of Troy Bradford, the 55 Steve Baker. Row 7 will be the 88 of Dale Osmond, 99 of Dustin Sherman. Row 8 will be the 19 of Cade Green and the 11 of Demarius Hickenbottom. Now row 9 will be the 46 of Chris Mefford, the 47 Ray Bradford. That will make up our starting lineup tonight's race here at Texas Motorsports. Lots of racing to go for the end of the regular season, but the pressure is on. As I mentioned, 3 races left, counting this one, and this one is going to be a very tough one to win. 150 miles here tonight. Aaron Bruce in control of the field. Once that Ford Mustang gets out of the way. Got shout outs for Blackhawk Motorsports and Falcon Motorsports in the YouTube chat. Pace cars off. Your team, you're racing. Here we go. Green flag is out. Darren Bruce on the throttle. The 03 of Kenneth McCullough gonna stay right with him. Everyone getting a good start that time. They head off side by side down into turn number 1 and 2. Latecomer Doug Wysocki able to fire his car up. He is started from the pits, but he is going to have a big hole to dig out of. He's working his way down the backstretch. He is already half a lap behind. And we're starting to see everyone still running too wide. Very distinct lines here, high and low. Here comes the 21 of Stephen Carey. He is on the move to the front. To the inside of Darren Bruce he goes. The 21 machine looking for the lead here very early. And he has got it as he pulls up in front of the 27. Carey gonna lead his first lap of the race here. Getting it done on lap 2. Here comes Dustin Ping in the 1 machine. Now Ping with the advantage on the bottom as he works to the outside of Carey. Trying to build some momentum in the outside lane. Darren Bruce in the 27 going way up high. Now Ping gonna drop down in front of Carey, or I'm sorry, to the bottom. Now he's gonna make a move to the inside, pulls along to his door, heads off into 1 and 2. Who's gonna have the advantage onto the backstretch? And it looks like Ping gonna carry a lot more speed through the corner, and Dustin Ping now out front. So Dustin Ping trying to lead a lap, but Stephen Carey in the 21 challenging right back. Give that lap lead to the 1 machine of Dustin Ping. Meanwhile, these drivers all trying to mix it up behind these two as they fight for the lead. You can see a lot of cars really not able to pull away. Everyone's still very close to being bunched up. The 21 takes a peek to the outside, not able to complete the pass this time. He's going to have a good run onto the front stretch. Green machine of Doug Johnson riding around in third place for the moment. 9 is Zach Taylor trying to close in on him. Will the 9 make a move? He does. Zach Taylor going to take a peek to the inside. Kenneth McCullough rounding out your top 5 for the moment. Darren Bruce, after starting on pole, has fallen to 6th place. A lot of laps for him to go. Maybe just trying to take it easy on his tires as everyone is running very hard right now. Very fast lap times, 28.982. Last lap for our race leader, Dustin Ping. Very wide open racing right now. Everyone is just trying to find some room to stick their very large cars. Huge cars. Stephen Carey still using that outside lane, trying to build momentum and get a run on Dustin Ping. Ping able to fend him off for the moment. The 0-3 of Kenneth McCullough. He now finds himself into third as the 3 of Doug Johnson falls to 7th place. How quickly your fortunes can change here. A lot of racing going on up front, but let's take a look back here just a little bit at a few other cars. The 42 of Chris McCullough. Right now he is in 6th place. He's looking to try and break into the top 5. Troy Radford in the 94. He is moving up. Now he's going to make a move to the inside of McCullough. He's following in the tire tracks of Darren Bruce in that 27 machine. '25 machine of Ricky All-Star Harden. Now he's going to take a peek to the inside of Doug Johnson. And Harden get the momentum he needs on the front stretch. Johnson with a good corner exit there. Bends him off, now tries to pinch him down a little bit. Doesn't completely throw the block on him. All this happening right in front of the 55 of Steve Baker. So on board with the 55 machine. As Baker's going to tag the wall a little bit there. As we got one through the grass, that is the 9 of Zach Taylor. Taylor saves it, but lost a lot of momentum. Troy Radford in the 94. Something has happened here. Go to our instant replay here. But we stayed green. With Troy Radford and Zach Taylor. Taylor's going to tag that wall. Radford able to slow it down. Minimal damage. Does not get on the pit road, so no penalty for him. But he has lost a whole lot of time here. He is going to need the help of a caution to catch back up to this field as we go back live. Dustin Ping in the 1 machine. Now starting to pull away from this field. Tires aren't as crisp and fresh as they once were 14 laps ago. The speed not able to be carried as much through the corner. Lap time fall off already starting to inch up to 1 second. So drivers having to start to lift now. Breathing the throttle a little bit at corner entry. Starting to see the gaps open up now, and what that means is, well, who took better care of their tires? It looks like for the moment the 1 of Dustin Ping has the tires to beat. That does not mean that while he's out there leading, he'll abuse them. There might be someone a little bit further back, got a little bit extra in the tank and just needs a long run. Doug Wysocki in the 45. Or the last car on the lead lap finds himself running in 19th spot. Caution flag is going to come out. Looks like the 3 of Doug Johnson has found trouble here on lap 17. We go to our Turn 3 Racing Network replay. Johnson battling with the 46. Looks like maybe a little bit of a tag, trying to catch it, trying to save it. Gets into the wall and goes around. That is a caution that Doug Wysocki wanted to see. Roy Radford, both drivers looking for some help to take one more look at this. Effort in the 46. Misjudging his corner entry speed. Tagging the 3 in the back bumper, getting the 3 all out of shape at the entry. Doug had almost saved it. Just ran out of room. The pit stop's happening here. Everyone on to pit road. 4 fresh tires on the order for our drivers. Dustin Ping down in the way. Stephen Carey in the 21 going to win the race off of pit road. So Stephen Carey coming off of pit road as your race leader. We are working our first caution of the night. Several drivers spending a little bit of time on pit road, hammering out a little bit of contact that has happened out there. With the lights on the pace car, 21 out front, Dustin Ping in the 1 machine, hitting in second. Kenneth McCullough in the 03, currently in third. If we get the lights out on the pace car this time, and they do go out, so the field's going to form up. They're going to go back. Flag status here at Texas Motor Speedway. Stephen Carey gonna In control of the field on his outside will be the one of Dustin Ping for this restart. Row number 2 will be drivers from White Trash Racing Stable. That is the 03 of Kenneth McCullough and the 42 of Chris McCullough. And our pole sitter Darren Bruce and Josh Spalding will make up row number 3 for the restart. Pace car getting ready to go off. Stephen Carey has the option to go at any time he chooses. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Side by side once again for that close racing as everyone is on 4 fresh tires. See this happen on each restart we see here tonight. Kenneth McCullough in the 03 trying to make a move to the outside. Has Dustin Ping working with him. Ping gonna try and draft off of him, give him a little bump down the front straightaway. Chris McCullough in the 42, second car on that inside lane. Darren Bruce in the 27, third car on that inside line. These 5 cars trying to break away from the field, but not getting too far. Jarrett West in the 86, he is closing in on them. Terry West coming into tonight, our points leader, and having the most wins on the season. He has been to victory lane 4 times so far this year. Terry having a 19-point lead over his teammate Steve Baker. Check in at some drivers at the back of the field here. And Roy Radford, having had that yellow and the damage, we'll see if he has been able to fix it. Get back out and up to speed. See that right front still crinkled a little bit. Not yet charging through the field here, but he is going to make a move to the inside of the 99 of Dustin German here. Zach Taylor, who went around with Roy Radford. These 2 drivers did not get a caution. They were down below the racing surface when they were sideways. A caution did come out for the 3 of Doug Johnson. And it looks like Doug Johnson's night is done. He has gone behind the wall. Go on board with the 9 of Taylor. Taylor breathing the throttle just a little bit on entry. But the 21 is Stephen Carey still out front, still leading this race. Carey has been out front for 13 laps so far. Now it looks like he has an opportunity to pull away from the field here. As the 1 and the 03 are battling with each other, that is allowing Carey to open up a bit of a gap here. It's going to be hard pressed to continue on pulling that gap if these 2 drivers get single file. It looks like Kenneth McCullough is going to clear Dustin Ping this time. But Ping working that outside lane. Starting to lose a little bit of ground as everyone on the inside. taking the short distance, but still able to run pretty close to wide open. They're still in the 28-second bracket, but now everybody that time around into the 29 seconds. Our race leader turning a 29.026. Fastest car out on the track for that lap. Now, Kerry has just over a half-second lead. He is trying to pull away. Being able to really break the draft in these cars at this track, somewhere around a second and a half would be ideal. Someone a little bit under that, maybe making a mistake, you can get away. But even Kerry trying to pull away, looks like he is doing just that. As I say that, here comes the duo of Kenneth and Chris McCullough. They're starting to close in on him. They are working together, drafting off of each other. Kenneth McCullough came into tonight's 7th place in the points. Does not have a win on the season, but sitting comfortably inside the top 14. Teammate there that he is working with, that is the Chris McCullough. McCullough did pick up a win at Talladega last week, scoring his first win of the season, locking himself into the chase. If these two continue to run the way that they are, might have a shot to work together with each other, try and get the 0-3 a race win. But all the times I've ever talked to these guys, they're very much for team racing, not team orders. They will work together to get one of those two cars into victory lane. Because if one of them wins, they both feel like they won. They're on board with Ricky Harden as he's all over the back bumper of the one machine, Dustin Ping. Harden taking a peek to the outside. Now he's got a run on him and giving him a little shot instead of trying to make a pass. Ayla Osmond in the 88, starting to creep up to the front now as well. Hale finding himself in 6th place. Hale Osmond, who's had several great runs, been robbed of a few wins due to bad luck, does have one win on the season in what was a dominating performance at Bristol Motor Speedway. This 88 machine would love to grab a second win on the season. Now he's trying to figure out how to deal with two cars battling side by side in front of him. Like he's gonna choose the outside lane, help Ricky Harden around the one of Dustin Ping. Now Ricky pull the 88 around the one. Ricky's gonna stay high for the moment. Hale Osmond now breaks into the top 5 for the first time tonight as he completes the pass on the one of Dustin Ping. Our current top 5 after 38 laps looks something like this. Even Kerry in the first spot. Kenneth McCullough in the 0-3. Second, third place right now is Chris McCullough. Ricky Harden in 4th, and Dale Osmond in the 88 machine, finding himself 5th, but the way he's driving, he's not going to be there for too much longer. He's trying to close in on the 25 of Ricky Harden. While the 46 and 48, things are heating up for this battle in 7th place. Josh Spalding with a good run down the front stretch, unable to make the pass heading into the corner. He's going to take a peek to the inside down the back stretch though. Spalding with a good bit of momentum there, able to get back to the throttle a little bit sooner. And completes the pass. Chris Medford falling down to 8th place. Move Josh Spalding in the 48 up to 7th. Troy Radford in the 94, still struggling out there. The damage really slowing his car down. 11 of Demarius Hickenbottom behind him. One driver who fell to the back, that was the 86 of Jerry West. He fell back all the way to 16th spot. Now has started to roll his way back to the front again. He is battling his fellow teammate from Smoke Show Racing, Steve Baker in the 55. Not only are these two running side by side out on the track, they are running 1 and 2 in the point standings. Steve Baker trying to claw his way back into the top of that category. A pole sitter for the night, Aaron Bruce, who won the Hilton Crafts and Awards Hilton Crafts and Designs Pole Award, finds himself back in 12th place. Dustin German in the 99 and Cade Green in the 19. Right in front of him is Bruce trying to make a move to the inside of Green. While all of this is going on, Stephen Carey continues to lead. He has just over a half-second lead over Kenneth McCullough and Chris McCullough. We're about halfway through a tire and fuel run. 45 laps affected on both tires and fuel. So as we near, oh, the 19 of Cade Green is going to go around. Just as I was talking about being on tires that were starting to fall off, the 19 of Cade Green goes around coming off turn 2. See if we can figure out where things went wrong for him. Up to the high side. He battles with the 27 of Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce and the 19 just make contact. It looked like both drivers were trying to hit the same spot at the same time. 19 coming down, the 27 coming up. And it's just going to turn the 19 and ring out next caution. Stephen Carey in the 21. His lead evaporates. Everyone going to come down pit road for fresh tires. You have 17 cars running out on track. Started 19. 2 drivers gone behind the wall and have called it a night. Doug Johnson and Zach Taylor. Everyone into their pit stalls. Four tires for everybody. No one trying 2 tires just yet. Harry solidly winning that race off of pit road. Dale Osmond able to pick up a spot. He moves into 4th place. Ricky Harden losing 2 positions in that exchange. So second caution flag flying of the night. Still have 121 laps to go. Had 5 lead changes so far. It is a wonderful day here in Texas. Very unusual 66 degrees. Track temperature floating at a very comfortable 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice little wind out of the northeast, right around 11 miles an hour. 1% humidity, 0% fog. You can see these cars quite clearly. Fog had burned off a long time ago. Field being slowed for only the second time. Stephen Carey going to have to work hard once again. Try and pull away from this field. He did it last run. Do it once again. Lights go out on the pace car. That means racing next time around. All right, row number 1 will be Stephen Carey in the 21, the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Row 2 will be Chris McCullough and Dale Osmond in the 88. Row number 3 for this restart will be the 48 of Josh Spalding and the 25 of Ricky Harden before Chris Mefford and the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Doug, who started from the pits, quietly making his way up through the field. Get ready to go green flag racing once again. Pace car is off. Stephen Carey in control of the field. He grabs the throttle and away we go once again as the green flag waves. And Carey able to get a good jump. In fact, that outside lane really got caught napping. Kenneth McCullough falling to 4th place. Chris McCullough in the 42 moving into 2nd. And also has cost Dale Osmond a spot and continues to lose a spot. Chris McCullough on the back bumper of the 21, using that draft down these straightaways and in the corner. Now the field getting single file very quickly here this time. Carey protecting the inside lane. Chris McCullough taking a peek to the outside. Kenneth McCullough now trying to close the gap on him. Steve Baker in the 55, trying to have a quiet race, but not too quiet. Working with his teammate Dustin German in the 99 machine. Thought Baker's engine had let go. I saw a puff of smoke, and then I realized that was probably just his internet. These cars, when a connection causes them to blink out, car rejoins the track. Tires actually drifted along the track, creating the smoke. I think by now, many times as I've seen cars do that, I'd be able to recognize it right away, but no. Again, not a smart man. Battle for the lead heats up as the 21 still on the inside, the 42 trying to work that outside lane. Kenneth McCullough now trying to make a pass on his teammate as he's going to take a peek to the inside. Dale Osmond moving up into 4th place. Won't be long before he joins these 3 cars and tries to beat a lap. Kenneth McCullough to the inside, going to not complete the pass. And I think he's got him. Gonna slide up in front of him. Chris McCullough goes single file into 1 and 2 now. Kenneth McCullough setting his sights. Stephen Carey. Bill Osmond in the 88 watching all this happen in front of him. Any one of these drivers capable of winning the race here tonight. But it is going to take some patience, taking care of your equipment, not bending the fenders in. Kenneth McCullough trying to make a move to the outside here. Chris McCullough working up that high lane with him. Dale Osmond taking a peek to the inside now, but not able to get there. Ricky Harden in the 25 closing in on the 88, using that draft once again. Is Stephen Carey snaking down the backstretch, trying to break the draft from Kenneth McCullough. Unable to do so just yet. Now McCullough is going to take a peek to the inside. Full head of steam by the 03. He is going to clear the 21 on the bottom of 1 and 2. Here comes Chris McCullough. 21 is Stephen Carey. Lost a lot of momentum there. And McCullough's now from White Trash Racing, trying to get around the 21. Dale Osmond going to try and follow them. Kenneth McCullough leading his first lap of the race. Now Stephen Carey all by himself in that outer lane. Ricky Harden in the 25 going to slide up. Now he drops down to the inside. Dale Osmond not sure where he wants to go just yet. 21 of Carey with a good run down the backstretch. Blows right on past the 42 of Chris McCullough. They just continue to battle back and forth here. Now the full gate machine, Josh Spalding, trying to join in on this fun as well. We go on aboard with Spalding. Who's the 21 of Carey, washed up a little bit. He's had to lift. Racing gets very tight. Josh Spalding sideways on the back stretch in front of the field. Caution flag coming out as Ricky Harden involved in this one as well. But something happened to Carey coming off of turn 2. Gary goes way up high. Looked like he touched the apron. Had to get off the throttle. That broke his momentum. Chris McCullough in the 42 going around as well. Dale Osmond tagging the wall a little bit. Hopefully the damage not too much. Drivers on the pit road. Machine and the 03 into their pit boxes at the same time. The one at Dustin Ping not quite getting there. 27 also missing his pit box. He has to back up and try again. The race off of pit road going to be won by the 03 of Kenneth McCullough, but Dale Osmond in the 88 picking up another spot on pit road. He is going to come off in second place. And while we reset the field, guys, we're going to step away for just a moment. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this. Caught up to the pace car here at Texas Motor Speedway. Everything's bigger 250. Everything's bigger in Texas 250. Two unfortunate situations here. The 25 of Ricky Harden and the 42 of Chris McCullough unable to continue on from their damage. They both have gone behind the wall here tonight. Their races are done. That leaves 15 drivers out on track. Ready to go green flag racing. Pace car is off. Kenneth McCullough in control of the field. He gets a good jump. Dale Osmond in the 88, now having to fend off the 46 and the 21. Osmond on the high side, Stephen Carey in the 21 down to the inside. Carey's going to bring the 99 to Dustin German along with him. They're going to have a full head of steam down the back stretch. Carey going to try and carry that momentum into the corner. He tucks in behind the 03 as everyone's getting up to full speed here. Now Carey making a move to the outside. Dustin German staying down on the inside. Dale Osmond falling to 4th place here. The 55 is Steve Baker trying to gain some ground on Osmond in the 88. Baker to the inside. Meanwhile, the 03 of Kenneth McCullough continues to lead. The 99 of Dustin German all over his back bumper. And the 99 are going to have some help from his teammate Steve Baker in the 55. Baker now moves into 4th place. Dale Osmond still struggling on that outside lane. Not having a whole lot of help up there for the moment. Everyone using that inside lane, using their 4 fresh tires. Running wide open on the bottom, right along the line. Now the 99, Dustin German taking a peek to the outside. Nothing there that time. Tucks back in behind the 03. Continuing to ride around back there, but how long will he stay there? Now the 88 starting to build some momentum in that high line. It's Dustin peeing in the 1. Starting to work with him. Dale Osmond starting to claw some spots back, as now the 99 does move up to the high side. Drops back down for the inside through 3 and 4. Meanwhile, the 46 of Chris Mefford trying to make a move on the inside of Steve Baker here. '45, Doug Wysocki finds himself right now in 7th place as Baker losing a spot here. Our Hilton Crafts and Designs Pole Award winner, that is the 27 of Darren Bruce. Go on board with Bruce. Is watching this battle take place up in front of him. Bruce having led 1 lap, that was the opening lap. And trying to claw his way back to the front. Did get a little bit of unfortunate contact early on. Does look like it had slowed him down a little bit. Same with the 94 of Troy Radford. Radford just not able to carry the same amount of speed after the contact with the 9 of Zach Taylor. Radford able to continue on, knowing that all the points are important out here. He is just 1 point shy of being inside the top 14. However, the 48 of Josh Spalding, the owner of that 1 point over the 94, out on track still. Spalding finding himself in 12th place. The 99 of Dustin German takes over the lead from the 03. Now German going to try and open up a gap. Dale Osmond in the 88 still has not given up on that high line through the corners. Stephen Carey in the 21, early lap leader, led quite a few laps. Finds himself in 4th place for the moment. way up high along the wall. That is the 19 of Cade Green. He battles with 86 of Jerry West. Aaron Bruce trying to take a peek to the inside of Doug Wysocki. And now Cade Green having a run on Bruce to make his move to the outside. Bruce down to the bottom. You see it. You can see just how deep that inside lane allows you to drive. The outside lane really closes up at corner exit. Now Jerry West making a move to the inside of Cade Green. Dustin King, Chris Medford battling here for 5th spot. Steve Baker in the 55. Following one of these two guys, looks like for the moment he is going to choose to ride around behind the 46. Bedford still on that high line. Cade Green way up high. Meanwhile, our race leader, Dustin German, in the 99. Trying to lay down some very quick laps and pull away from the field here. That time around was the fastest car inside the top 5. Turning a 29.318. Kenneth McCullough turning a 29.355. Caution flag is going to come out. Cade Green in the 19 machine, heavily torn up on the front stretch. Back this up, see what happened. Cade Green washed up into the wall all alone. Josh Spalding and Demarius Hickenbottom able to get by underneath him. The 19 machine tagging the wall, coming up off the corner. Tearing himself up a little bit there, not what you want to see. Field breaking for pit road this time. Dustin German into his pit box. Cleanly, Baker overshooting just a little bit. Aaron Bruce in the 27. After winning the pole, wins that first call, if that can benefit him here. It looks like the 88 of Dale Osmond's going to win the race off of pit road. And he does. The new leader, Dale Osmond, getting it done on pit road. Each time they have been down here, he has gained a spot. This time he gained a few spots, and that is going to give him the race lead. Dale Osmond with a great job on pit road. Got all he could. His pit crew solidly getting him in and out. One of the fastest pit stops that was there. Now we'll see what the 88 can do now that he has clean air. 99 of Dustin German. Gonna restart on his outside. Dale Osmond, this is KR up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on, buddy?
Yeah, I've got you.
Man, oh man, your pit stops here tonight have been on point. The last few times you've come down pit road, you have gained positions. But here, this time, it gains you the best position of all. You find yourself the race leader. Tell us a little bit about your race.
Oh man, this one's been pretty crazy so far. I'm still not really used to these cars, even after driving them this much. Every track is kind of different, but yeah, it's just been crazy so far.
Now, how many laps do you feel you're able to get on these tires running this place wide open?
If I was running by myself, I can get probably 9 or 10 laps, but running right behind someone, I can only get maybe 3 or 4 wide open if I'm lucky.
All right, man. Well, you're gonna have the clean air. You're gonna have control in this restart that's coming up. Lights have gone out on the pace car, so we'll let you get focused on driving. But before we let you go, any thank yous you feel you need to give?
Yeah, my family, they're watching. My teammates here. Ricky got crashed out early, but I think I'll be able to snag a win for him here.
All right, Dale. Good luck on that as you get ready for the restart. Thank you so much for allowing us to get a quick word in with you. It can be a little jarring. Break your concentration. Have that happen. But the 88, ever the professional, get a quick word and insight into his races. You heard it. Get about 9 laps wide open out there. He's in clean air. 3 to 4. He's behind somebody, so we'll see what he can do here. The pace car peels off. Still waiting to go green, and the 88 gets on the throttle. Green flag comes out, and Dale getting the restart he needed. As everyone heads down into 1 and 2, Dustin German gonna fall into 3rd place behind the 03. Kenneth McCullough. Now McCullough gonna have to try and fend off 99 while trying to close the door to the 88, close the gap. Chris Medford in the 46, he's running the high line all by himself, but here comes the 86 and Jerry West to work with him. Jerry West now moving down to the inside, work with the 1 of Dustin Ping. But Dale Osmond protecting the inside line. Dustin German in the 99, starting to build some momentum in the outer lane. So Dale really defending that inside line off a corner exit. Gotta wonder how much that's tearing up his tires doing that. See what he can continue to do as he goes a little bit higher this time. King in that outer lane drops down behind the 03. Dustin German in the 99 losing a little bit of ground. Driver's really starting to mix it up here. But still, the 03 hounding the 88. Now the 03 going to take a peek to the inside. Dale Osmond in the 88. Moves up half a lane, lets the 03 have the bottom. And now Kenneth McCullough with the momentum had the lead by the line. Jerry West in the 86 finding his way up into the front of this mix as well. That 86 machine bound and determined to lead a lap. Sometimes it's the last lap. Has been the last lap for 4 races this season. We'll see if he can get it done again here tonight. But before then, Still have quite a few laps to go. 2 pit stops. Well, a lot more racing. 0-3 on the inside of Dale Osmond. Dale hanging tough, not having a whole lot of help on that outside lane just yet, but looks like he is starting to build some momentum in the outer lane. Starting to claw back a few inches of track space at a time on that 0-3. Cade Green in the 19 machine in danger of going a lap down after having to spend an extensive amount of time on pit road. At 19, not as aerodynamically fresh as he would like it, but the leader's starting to bear down on him. This make a very interesting situation. Just how close these leaders are starting to close in on them. Kenneth McCullough has the lead. Dustin King in the 1. Second car on the inside lane. Going out there running as hard as they can implement. West in the 86, working with the 88 of Dale Osmond, the 46 of Chris Mefford right there as well. Here comes the 55 of Steve Baker. Dustin German in the 99 has fallen all the way to 8th place for the moment. Osmond and McCullough continue to battle side by side. This fight has gone on for several laps now. Neither one wanting to give an inch. Both of them racing each other very cleanly, but the 86 of Jerry West, now he is starting to hound the 0-3 of McCullough. Jerry West could be the deciding factor here, as the extra energy he gives allows the 0-3 to shoot out in front of Dale Osmond. And now West on the inside of Osmond. Has him cleared, does not slide up in front of him just yet. Now as he heads into the corner, he's going to make his move to the high side. Then drops back down behind the 0-3. Move Dale into 3rd place. Jerry West into 2nd. Little Jerry in that 86. Make a move on Kenneth McCullough. He is right there. McCullough defending the inside lane down the front stretch. Jerry West giving him a little push. Now Jerry to the high side, gonna arc it in, but that is gonna leave the door open for Dale Osmond to get through. But Dale not able to take advantage of it, as Jerry able to carry a lot of speed from the middle of the corner on off. Now he makes his move to the outside lane. McCullough still on the inside there, still having the lead. But the 86 door to door with him. Kenneth McCullough in the 0-3, been running that same line, kind of defending the inside lane down the backstretch. Jerry West clawing closer and closer, having the nose of that 86 machine out in front of the 0-3. Dale Osmond in the 88. Not out of this one just yet. He's still in contention for this race lead. Time around the 03 a little bit faster. Should we stay green throughout this rest of this race, everyone will have to make one more pit stop. Now the 86 of Jerry West does complete the pass on the outside of McCullough. So Jerry West picking up a lap lead there. $14 official lead changes in this race so far. Now that Jerry has the open air around him, trying to pull away from the 03 of McCullough. Stephen Carey looking to the inside. The 46 of Chris Mefford completes the pass, bringing the 48 along with him. Aaron Bruce in the 27, up in 7th place right now. Stephen Carey in the 21, right behind him. Carey now closing in on him. Teammates working together here. That is the 55 and the 99 from the Smoke Show Racing stable. Pete Baker in front of the 99. Baker rounding out your top 5. Dustin Herman in 6th place. Field has gotten single file. Dustin German having led 9 laps here so far tonight. Started in 14th spot. Made it all the way up to the front and now has dropped back a little bit. Aaron Bruce, Stephen Carey, Josh Spalding all running right there as everyone stays single file. Starting to just log some laps. Get into our longest flag run of the night. Right at halfway through a tire run. You have 14 cars on the lead lap. Cade Green in that red 19 just exiting your screen. He's the last car on the lead lap and in danger of going a lap down here. Doug Wysocki in 15th spot. 4 laps down. Not sure what happened to Doug. That 45 machine doesn't look like it was involved in an incident, so maybe had some mechanical troubles. Doug had been running inside the top 10. Looking to have a good run being put together. Does find himself short laps down at the moment. As big contact in the back as we had green flag pit stops underway. The 48 hard into the wall. Looked like several cars involved in this one. As Jerry West had just hit pit road for green flag pit stops. You see a late commitment to pit lane. Stack the field up. Darren Bruce getting involved in the 27. Looked like the 55 of Steve Baker tried to hit pit lane. Dustin German checked up for it. Balding and Bruce with nowhere to go. As those are two heavily torn up cars. So Jerry West had come down onto pit road for his green flag pit stop, what could have been his final stop of the race. Steve Baker going to be caught out in this situation here as he had to drive through pit lane. The caution flag came out. Now Baker in the 55. Makes his pit stop. Big loser here, though, is going to be the 86 of Jerry West. Jerry West caught between the race leader and the pace car. Kenneth McCullough scored as our race leader. Roy Radford, who had pitted at the same time as Jerry West, also caught behind the pace car and in front of the leader. Marius Hickenbottom in that group as well. This has really mixed the field up. Wow. I'm trying to think of all the scenarios, all the things that have just happened. That is not something to see on a daily basis. Unfortunately, it looks like the 48 of Josh Spalding has gone behind the wall. Looks like his night is done. Aaron Bruce in the 27, currently trying to work on his car. Get back out there as the 86, the 94 and the 11 hit the waiver round. 03 of Kenneth McCullough catches right back up to the pace car. The 88 of Dale Osmond going to restart on his outside this time. Have another good restart here for you guys. A lot of action on these restarts. The fresh tires really let these guys hang it all out. Kenneth McCullough gets on the throttle and away we go once again. Dale Osmond slides down in front of the one of Dustin Ping. Field really scattered on this restart, and already we're seeing these guys go single file. It looked like a lot of people got caught napping, but here comes a good run from the 88. He's going to take a peek to the outside. Can he do anything with it? Dustin Ping in the one, going to close the door to the inside lane. And now the 88 and the 1 almost touch. Chris Mefford in the 46 finds himself in 4th place. Stephen Carey in the 21 rounds out your top 5 as they have a good little breakaway from the 19 of Cade Green. Cade Green took full advantage of that caution that came out, got himself brought back around to the field. He was in danger of going a lap down, but here he is now in 6th place after having a great pit stop. Steve Baker trying to work around the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Wysocki being scored now 3 laps down. Dustin German in the 99, he is 1 lap down. He's going to make the move on Cade Green. German, man on a mission to get his lap back. Got a few cars to get around before he can do that. Now the 88 of Dale Osmond really battling with the 03 here. Stephen Carey in the 21, he's going to join this practice up front. Meanwhile, Steve Baker to the inside of Cade Green, bringing teammate Jerry West along with him. Carey trying to regain lost ground. Bad timing for the 86 on that pit stop. We have a 4-car battle for the race lead. Soon to be a 5-car battle, but the 99 of Dustin German being a 1 lap down will try and mix it up here as well. He has every right to race out there, but it does fall on him to race very cautiously as he comes in to mix it up with the leaders. I'd like to see the 99 get his lap back to Hardway. That is going to take a great display of driving ability to be able to do that, especially when you have 2 by 2, the top 4 right in front of you. We'll see if Dustin German can pick his way through. Meanwhile, these 2 drivers, the 03 and the 88, they are battling once again for the race lead. Bill Osmond having the lead last lap. This time it's going to go to the 03 of McCullough. "13 cars out on track, 11 of them on the lead lap." Now the top 4 start to get single file. Bill Osmond, though, trying to take a peek to the outside lane. Dale's still not giving up on that high side, trying everything he can. Not having a whole lot of help just yet. The one of Dustin Ping joins him down the straightaway, but then Ping drops down to the white line through the corner. This battle continues on. I gotta tell you, these drivers are feeling the pressure mentally now, as they have been doing this side-by-side racing for 125 laps. As I say that, something happened to the 03. He really checked up. That allowed the 88 of Dale Osmond to sail on by. And now Dale Osmond has the lead. Dale going to lead his 9th lap of the race. It looks like the 03 of McCullough just not able to carry speed into the corner. Dale Osmond able to run it wide open, very fast and you're able to do that, staying very smooth on his inputs, not turning the wheel any harder than necessary, not cranking it down, get to the white line as fast as possible, arcing it up off the corners. We got one to the infield. That, I believe, don't know who that was. The 46 of Chris Mefford was the one who was spinning to the infield. Looks like we had a few other drivers go with him. Take one look at this here from the blimp. Mefford in the 46 tags that outside wall, spins through the grass. The 19 of Cade Green spinning as well. Doug Wysocki in the 45 into the wall. This happened behind Mefford. So Cade Green gonna tag the wall. Doug Wysocki, with nowhere to go, is gonna get into him twice. Roy Radford squeezes by. Demarius Hickenbottom finds a hole to get through as well. So Dale Osmond in the 88 after picking up the race lead. Gonna have to slow down for our caution here. It looks like everyone's gonna hit pit road this time. Dale Osmond into his pit stall. See if his pit crew, who has not failed him yet, crew once again for him. Dale Osmond away cleanly and quickly. No challenge for him there. Wins that race off of pit road. So guys, we're gonna step away for a moment. We're gonna reset the field for you. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, Texas Motor Speedway, ladies and gentlemen, for the Everything is Bigger in Texas 250. Laps are starting to count down. We're looking at just over 30 laps left to tonight's event. Bill Osmond in the 88 machine, electing the inside line for this restart. Pace car going to be peeling off. We're going to get back into fast lap times here once again. Wide open racing. 88 in control of the field. Gets on the throttle and away we go once again. Dale able to pull away from the one of Dustin Ping. Stephen Carey in the 21 trying to make a move to the outside here. No one going with him. Gary Rice in the 86 taking a peek to the inside of Kenneth McCullough. Did I just say Jerry Rice or Jerry West? Oh boy. Oh well. So back to the front, these cars battling 2 by 2 once again. Jerry West in the 86 slices down to the inside. Stephen Carey gonna make it 2 by 2 by 2. These poor fresh tires really have these drivers slicing and dicing right now, as they know it is very important to try and be out front when everyone starts to lose the grip on the tires. The moves they are making starting to show just how much they're feeling the pressure at the end of this race. Now the 03 of Kenneth McCullough all over the back bumper of Dale Osmond in the 88. Our drivers all single file for the moment, start to fan out down the backstretch. 11 machine of Demarius Hickenbottom. Taking advantage of that caution, was able to squeeze through an opening. Now finds himself in 7th place. Demarius in the highest spot he has been all night long, and he is doing it at the time to have that happen towards the end of the race here. 99 of Dustin German got the wave around as being the first car 1 lap down, or I should say the free pass. Finds himself in 8th place now. Do want to point out that the 27 of Darren Bruce has gotten back out on track. Is 13 laps down to our race leader. That does give us 14 cars still running into tonight's race. We started 19. One of Dustin Ping working that high line. Even Carey to his inside. Carey having the advantage of having Baker on his back bumper. Osmond in the 88, looks like they're starting to see him pull away a little bit from Kenneth McCullough. Lewis Carey is going to wash up a little bit, going to tag the 86 of Jerry West. Everyone keeps going. Somehow Jerry West in the 86 kept that thing from getting into the wall, but he is going to lose a lot of spots in the process. A big slide by the 86 as Stephen Carey looked like he touched the apron, upset his car, got into West. But West able to wrangle control of that car before it got into the wall. Dale Osmond in the 88 though, now really starting to show that a gap is available for him if he can take advantage of it. Hero 3 of Kenneth McCullough not able to get into the corners as easily or as quickly as the 88. That is where Dale really opens up his gap on the 03. Go on aboard with the 88. 03 with a bit of a run down the backstretch. You can see Dale pulling away in the corner. McCullough closing up down the straightaway. Dale having led 27 laps now, 18 official lead changes into tonight's race. Our fastest lap by Jerry West on lap 119, a 28.394. That is flat flying around this mile-and-a-half Texas Motor Speedway. The speedway located just off the highway. Head into Dallas Fort Worth area. I have been to the Speedway. I have never attended the Speedway while there was a race there. Got to visit it after, not after hours, but, well, there just wasn't any racing going on. I was there during the week. Down in Dallas, Texas, out by the Speedway. Had a good time out there. Stopped at the gift shop, around, bought a few things. I'd love to see a race here in person. Only an 8-hour drive. Not too bad of a drive. Have to make a weekend of it for sure. It is on my bucket list. 88 of Dale Osmond and the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Really starting to open up a gap on the field here. These two drivers are pulled away from Baker in the 55. Baker in the third place, Dustin King in fourth. And Carey rounding out your top five. Jerry West trying to claw some track position back as Carey's going to just drift up a little bit into the one of Dustin King. Now Ping on the outside lane. No assistance. We are inside 20 laps to go here tonight. Jerry West on the 86. Looking to the inside of Stephen Carey. Has the run coming up off the corner. Have the advantage going into turns 1 and 2. Can he complete the pass? Stephen Carey going to work with the one of Dustin Ping in the outside lane. Jerry West not able to clear the 21 down the backstretch. As his teammate working with him, that is the 99 of Dustin German. Meanwhile, the battle up front has not changed. The 03 all over the back bumper of Dale Osmond. Jerry West completes the pass there. Steve Baker in the 55. Trying to close in on these drivers. Baker running just a little bit faster lap times than our two leaders. Baker running a 29.6. Kenneth McCullough running a 29.7. That's really starting to wind down now. The 88 and the 03 continue to battle it out, but Steve Baker a little bit slower that time. Is trying to get up to these cars, making a three-way fight for the lead. While Jerry West has 1.5 seconds to make up to Steve Baker in the 55. Remaining three Smoke Show Racing drivers running third, fourth, and fifth right now. The 11 of Demarius Hickenbottom finding himself in 8th place, right in front of the 94 of Troy Radford. Radford, who has been riding around with that damaged car all night long, never gave up. It's never fun driving around with a slower car that is torn up. I'll tell you, that 94, because of that no quit attitude, going to take advantage. Bad situation. As the 03 gets to the inside of Dale Osmond, got the 45 of Doug Wysocki slow onto pit road. But Kenneth McCullough completes the pass on Dale Osmond. Now Steve Baker is right there with them. It's starting to be a three-car battle for the lead. Laps left into this race. Dale Osmond finds himself in second place, trying to get the lead back away from the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. McCullough, though, having a very fast car all night long, leading 40 laps here and counting. Now that he has the lead, what can he do with it? Does not look like he is able to pull away from Dale Osmond just yet. Steve Baker in the 55 sitting there as well. These three drivers all running very similar lap times. Jerry West having 10 laps left in this race. Might have just enough time to join the back of these cars and make it a 4, maybe even 5-car battle coming to the white flag. That would make for a very intense battle, but the 03 continues to lead. Dale's sitting there in second place. Looks like he tries to peek out on the outside each time. That corner exit. Now he's going to make a move to the outside here. Steve Baker, though, going to dive down to the inside. Baker going to use the draft off of the 03 to pull along even with Osmond down the backstretch. Dale Osmond in the 88 finds himself now all alone in that high line. Jerry West really closing in on him now. McCullough loves seeing this side-by-side racing action going on behind him. Dale once again now closing back up on the 03. Jerry West in the 86 trying to get to the inside of his teammate. Cannot make it work that time, so Jerry West was going for third. Steve Baker closing the door on that little plan. But it did cost them a little bit of space on track. Now they have to try to work together, close up to our front cars. Dustin German in the 99 watching all this go on, saying, hey, you guys playing, make this a 5-car fight here in just a moment. Sixth place right now, that is the 21 of Stephen Carey, is running 2.5 seconds behind Dustin German, but 3 seconds in front of Dustin Ping. Dustin Ping now, or I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Stephen Carey is a 1.5 seconds off of Dustin German, and then 1 second ahead of Dustin Ping. With 4 laps to go this time by, the 03 continuing to lead. Dale Osmond continuing to hound him, but not able to do anything with it. McCullough would pick up his first win of the season, locking himself into the chase. He's accumulated quite a few points to be solidly in by points with just 2 races and 3 laps remaining on the regular season. Jerry West in the 86 getting around the 55 of Steve Baker, but Baker challenging back down the backstretch. They go side by side into 1 and 2. Baker not giving up that outer lane. Jerry West gonna squeeze up into him, and Jerry West gonna go around, spinning like a top. Jerry gets straightened out, but that is gonna give us a green-white checkered attempt, and that is really gonna mix everything up. As the field slows down to wait for the pace car. Take another look at this. Jerry West in the 86. Coming up off the corner, just squeezed the 55 into the wall. With just 3 laps remaining in the event, Baker not willing to give an inch. Almost looked like Jerry West didn't know he was out there. Everyone on pit road this time. 88 of Dale Osmond. Tires only for him. He's gonna win the race off of pit road. A little bit of gamemanship there. 03 came launching out of his pit stall, got on the brakes, gonna come off pit lane in 3rd. Dale Osmond's pit crew getting him out there once again in the lead, but 2 tires only for the 88 machine. Jerry West sits on pit road being serviced by his crew, are heavily damaged. Like, let's go a lap down here. Maybe just beat the pace car off by a nose hair. That one was close. The 86. All right, so 88 electing to take tires this time. See how that works for him. Everyone else on 4 tires. Will be a green-white checkered. So if Dale feels he can run wide open into the corner, got a shot, but if he has to lift to get into the corners, everyone on these 4 fresh tires gonna blow past him, but trying to mix it up a little bit there. Lights go out on the pace car. We'll have 12 cars on the lean lap, 12 cars out on track. Jerry West going to join this field here. At 86, beat up. All right, here we go. First attempt at a green-white checkered. Kenneth McCullough using gamemanship. Gonna restart on the inside with Dale Osmond in row number 2. Here we go. Can Dale get the power down? Can he get away from Dustin German? Dale gets out. Now he has got to get through these next few corners wide open if he wants to win this thing. But the field is going to come charging after him as the 99 of Dustin German gets turned, and now Dustin Ping goes around. We're going to have another restart. Dustin German spinning. Chris Mefford in the 46 also going around. Go to our turn 3 replay to watch what happened here. Dustin Ping gonna come up, tag the 99, bounces into the 21. The 46 gets caught up in it. The 94 squeezes through with minimal contact. Holy cow, guys. That was coming to the white flag on our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Watch this from on board the 94 of Troy Radford. Radford just able to squeeze through. Troy will come down pit road, leads the drivers onto pit road who have made a pit stop. Top 6 all staying out. Marius, this is KR up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on, my friend?
Yes, sir, I do.
That 11 machine finds itself in 6th place here after having a kind of an up and down race. You're looking at a solid finish here with another attempt at a green-white checkered. Got some torn up cars in front of you. What do you think you can do with that 11 car?
I'm full defense here. I think that race is pretty kind words at KR. I think it's been more down than up. Just try to hold my position. We got some fast guys going to be behind me with some fresh tires, and just see if we can get that top 5 and hold it there. I don't think I have a winning car, but we'll see if we can make it work with.
Well, man, that 11 machine taking advantage of that little spin that everyone was going through down the backstretch. You were able to get through it. What did you see as you tried to squeeze through?
Not much, man. I had a whole windshield full of rear end of the car in front of me, but I think I saw the gray car was kind of spinning in the middle coming off the turn and trying to get it. We just kind of got collected, and I got on the bottom and held it down where I could see everybody, and hey, man, worked out for me.
Well, man, that 11 machine doing great so far here. Just one more attempt at a green-white checkered. Here's hoping you can get into the top 5 as you're planning. Maybe even get a win. You keep dodging these crashes.
Yeah, maybe the guys will be so kind to wreck each other out and let me win one. We'll see what happens there.
We'll see. That is the 11 machine piloted by Demarius Hickenbottom. Demarius hopeful for a win. Does he need a little bit of help? We'll see. Anything can happen. 11. Have to deal with tough competition. Dale Osmond in the 88. I have to try and get an excellent restart once again. Kenneth McCullough in the 03 going to restart on the outside this time. That outside lane has not had the best restarts. He's going to have to try and make something happen there. We're going to have to guess when 88 is going to go. But I believe it could be our final attempt at a green-white checkered. I can never remember if it's 2 attempts or 3. That last incident, that is going to give us 10 cars on the lead lap. The 99 to Dustin German going behind the wall, unable to continue on. Here we go once again. It is going to be 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. This is our second of 3. Dale Osmond gets on the throttle. Kenneth McCullough does not get the restart he was hoping for. Steve Baker in the 55 pulls alongside the 03, but Dale Osmond able to pull away. Now the 55 of Baker clearing the 03. Baker in the 55 holding off the 11. Demarius Hickenbottom. Timing and scoring not able to keep up very well here in this green-white checkered attempt. Hickenbottom inside the top 5. That was his goal. Here comes the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. 4 fresh tires working to his advantage. He's going to make a move to the outside. Dale Osmond in the 88 trying to fend him off as they are coming to the checkered flag. It is a drag race at the line, and Dale Osmond is going to win it by 0.004 seconds. Kenneth McCullough did all he could, but comes up just a little bit short. And 2 tires was just enough to win this one. And Dale Osmond picking up his 2nd win of the season. Steve Baker gonna bring it home in 3rd. What a finish that was. Guys, we're going to set up our post-race show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Turn 3 Racing Network post-race show. We have our race winner, Dale Osmond, in that Sundrop 88 machine, winning by .004 seconds, surviving 2 green-white checkered attempts, 2 tires on that machine. Bold move there, but it got you the win here tonight. Dale, tell us a little bit about your race.
Oh my god, that was probably the best race I've ever had in my life. Oh man, that was just great from start to finish. It was a crazy race, like I said before, but man, it was awesome.
Well, the 88 had great pit stops all night long. What led to the decision for tires last time you came down pit road?
I knew I wouldn't need a full tank of gas, and I didn't want to be sitting there waiting on my tires. So I decided to take 2. It was a really last minute decision. Like, as I was pulling into my box, I was taking 2 tires. It was just kind of a gamble at that point.
Well, your gamble pays off. You pick up your 2nd win of the season, and you bring home the Everything is Bigger in Texas trophy. Congratulations, man. Nice job out there tonight. Any shout outs or thank yous?
Yeah, same as before. My family watching, my teammates, Ricky, again, he wrecked out, but I brought home the win for us. Mike, he's adminning, so he can't race. Kenneth there, that was just an awesome finish, really clean racing. Man, that was awesome.
Nice job, Dale. Go celebrate and have an excellent time. We look forward to seeing you next week in the final race of the regular season. Nice job.
Thank you, KR.
Now it's time to move on to our 2nd place finisher. That is the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. And man, Mr. McCullough, you come off of turn number 2, full head of steam, but you come up a little bit short by the time you get around to the start finish line. Tell us a little bit about your race there heading to the finish.
I don't know, man. All I know is that was a hell of a race from start to finish. It was pretty intense up in front, that's for sure. Kicking myself in the butt a little bit for not cutting down a little lower going into 3 there. But man, that was a good race. Good job by KD there.
It was an excellent race. You led 48 laps out here tonight. A very solid performance by the 03, gaining a lot of points. Not having the win on the season, but sitting in a great points position. How do you feel your chances are going to be of making the playoffs and then having a good run in the chase?
I think I'll be all right, man, as long as I continue to keep doing what I'm doing. I really wanted that win, though. That's for sure. Really wanted.
Well, that showed out there tonight, as I believe you did lead the most laps. And unfortunately, like we said, coming home 2nd place, just a bit short. But man, what a run you had out there tonight. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, man, for doing a hell of a job on this broadcast. Thank AMA for putting these races on. And all these guys up here in the top 5 that kept it clean. And that was some good racing.
All right, man. Nice job out there bringing it home 2nd place. Congratulations.
Thank you, buddy.
Our 3rd place finisher, and that is the 55 of Steve Baker. And Steve, you have had an eventful race out there tonight. Looks like your car is heavily beat up on all 4 corners. But here you are sitting in 3rd place. What can you tell us about tonight's race?
It was a long one. That's about it. Like you said, it was a sort of up and down night, so glad to finish it up in the top 3, but yeah, we were all over the place.
The 55 looked like you said, you had an up and down event, started deep in the field, managed to slowly work your way to the front, never leading a lap here, but you gained some points on your teammate Jerry West here tonight. With 2 races left in the season, you think you can be our regular season champion?
I'm not sure. We got Dover and Myrtle Beach coming up. I like both those tracks, but Jerry's fast everywhere, so I'll have to dig deep and pull out some good performance for that to happen. But just pretty happy with the team's overall performance all season. So got a good number of us in the chase, so should be fun and go from there.
All right, Steve. Well, the 55 brings it home third place here tonight. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give for that finish?
Yeah, just I know I was a little slow there at the end, so just the courtesy by anybody else racing me there at the end. I had a bit of damage, and like Kenneth and KD said, it was a pretty crazy race all night. So thanks everybody for showing up, and thanks again for Mike for adminning these things and taking time out and making sure the show goes smoothly, and you for sure for the broadcast.
That is your third place finisher, Steve Baker, getting it done out there tonight in a beat up race car. That is not easy to do. 55. Yeah, not a straight panel on that 55 machine. Congratulations to our top 3 drivers. We saw some excellent racing all night long. The battle for the lead here was where the action almost always was every single lap. 4 fresh tires really gave these guys a huge advantage every time they came down pit road. 4 tires on order, except for 2 tire stop is what won the race. Nobody saw that one coming. Dale Osmond had the big enough, brave enough, bold enough strategy to make it work. Last minute decision, he said. Not even last minute, last second, as he was on pit road. 2 tire stops got him the lead. Survived 2 green-white checkered attempts to win tonight's race. Nothing left but the results here tonight. Dale Osmond winning it. Kenneth McCullough coming home second. Our final podium finishing driver, Steve Baker, finishing third. All 3 drivers sticking around for post-race interviews. Thank you very much, drivers, for that. Demarius Hickenbottom had hopes for getting a top 5, and he pulls it off. He's going to end up 4th place here tonight. Troy Radford in the 94 machine, driving around for most of this race in a heavily damaged car, finds a way to finish in 5th place. Jerry West in the 86 brings it home in 6th. Chris Mepford 7th. 8th place going to Ray Radford. Stephen Carey finishing 9th. 10th place will go to Cade Green. And the first car unable to finish will be the 11 of Dustin German. Dustin German in the 99 finishing 11th. Dustin Ping in the 1 will be 12th. 13th will go to Doug Wysocki. 14th, Darren Bruce. Josh Spalding finishing 15th. 16th will be Chris McCullough. Ricky Harden finishing 17th. 18th going to Zach Taylor. And Doug Johnson finishing in 19th spot. Mike Massengill, as always, special shout out and thank you to him for donating his time here as a race admin. Guys, that is going to wrap it up for us here at Turn 3 Racing Network. Next week, the AMA Pro Cup Esports Series, presented by Ohio and Indiana Roofing, heads to Dover on Wednesday night, and Thursday night will be at Myrtle Beach, where we will pick up the action for the season finale. Make sure you guys are tuned in here for that. And until then, y'all, have a good night, and thank you so much for joining us.